It is here. It's here. It's the Star Wars Lightsaber Forge Inquisitor Masterworks set. It's here. It's finally here. And I found it in the wild. I didn't have to pre-order it. I found it at Walmart. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano and I'm back with more Star Wars Lightsaber Forge. These toys, this line just keeps on giving us more stuff. We're in the second year of this line. Came out August of last year. And I would say they're kind of a step above mid-grade lightsaber toy. In the history of lightsaber toys, going back from the late 70s when it was literally just a flashlight. Later it became a flashlight with a little cone attachment on it, kind of like the things ushers use at a show. Or the airplane traffic controllers, I saw some like that. There were lightsabers, and then they got a little better in the 90s with like telescoping lenses, kind of. But they're still clunky and basically flashlights. Then we hit the mid-2000s. We got a little more electronics, some sounds. And then we started getting like the realistic light-up blades. And nowadays we're into crazy stuff like NeoPixel. Along the way we got blade builders. We got the Build Your Own Lightsaber Station from Disney. And now 2021, 2022, we're at Lightsaber Forge, and it's a I don't know if it actually spins. It's a double-bladed saber themed to the Inquisitors. It's the Inquisitor Masterworks set. Now this thing was not cheap. $65 or $66.99, $67, almost $70 after taxes came to over $70. $70. That's $35 per lightsaber blade. This is the most expensive lightsaber set in the Lightsaber Forge line. If you want to get a double, you can get this for like $24 now on Amazon if you want the double-bladed Maul saber. So I'm already starting this thing off by telling you it's overpriced. $67, almost $70, $35 per blade, basically, or per side, if you want to cut it in half. This thing's overpriced. I already feel like I paid too much. But my service to you guys is to review this stuff, show you the box, show you how it works, and figure out if it's worth it. So let's take a look at the outside of the box. Okay, my friends, take a look at this big old, I gotta like back up so much. Huge box. It's the Inquisitor Masterworks set. You got the Inquisitor, you got Reva, you got one of them brothers, 9th brother, billionth brother, I forget which one he is. Lightsaber Forge, of course we got the same artwork as always, the little schematics in the back. Double-bladed, $35 a blade, ages 4 and up, Hasbro, lights and sounds, which means it requires, whoa, focus, where is it? Focus, there you go, you got it. 6 AAA batteries not included. Oh my goodness. Anything cool on the top? More artwork? More of the same artwork? That's fine, that's fine. Lightsaber Forge. Anything on the side? Anything cool on the side? Just a look at the pieces. Customize, the little thingy things. How about the back of this big old box? What do we got going on here? What have we? Let's go a little wider. Open up a little wider. Master thousands of combinations, my bad. Des milliers de combinaisons possibles. All the different languages. So it's showing you a couple of the configurations, almost like Tonfas. Almost, but like backwards Tonfas. And then you have the one thing with a whole ring in there. And just shows you how they snap together. A couple of the options. You can go red and blue if you have blue blades. This comes with 2 red blades. And it's just giving examples of, oh, what is this? It is approved by 0 to 3 sad babies. It is a flick to extend, which means the blades do not go fully in. They almost never do with these plastic toys. I don't know why people always ask about it. Like, does the blade go in? No, they never do. They never do. Not with plastic toys. And if they do, they're the force action ones, and they're giant and bulky. But now that we've done all that, let's get the little snippers and let's get all these pieces out and start playing with this thing. These are my snippers. Just my pink 99-cent Hobby Lobby, not a sponsor, scissors. Okay, blade, red, transparent red blade, which we have from other sets. We've got those already. Can I cut this piece out? Can I do it? Can I do it? So many pieces. There we go. Okay, emitter. Now, so I made this mistake the other day when I was reviewing the Maul set. I didn't realize that only the emitter was a new piece and all the rest were reuses from other toys in the line. Without referencing every piece one by one, because I don't memorize these things. I know. I do a lot of things. Memorizing each piece is not one of them. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think, maybe, just maybe, we have some all-new pieces today. I hope. These are all new pieces, and they're, again, you guys are so good at this. You will always, I know you always let me know when I make a mistake, without fail. Without fail, I'll have 20 people letting me know within the first like 15 minutes the video drops. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to hear what I messed up. But that said, am I getting them? Am I getting all the pieces? I like the feel. I like the feel. So far we're in good shape. So far we are in good shape. Can you stay there? And where am I at? Oh, there's another emitter way down there. Okay, I got another blade. Blade number 2's coming out. And I got one more emitter tucked in the corner back here. Oh no. Oh no, you come out. You come out. I don't want to ruin the box. I don't want to ruin this box. I think I did it. I think I did it. I got it. Okay. Set all the pieces. Now, here's the thing. I didn't bust out the blade of exact 0 and get the tape. I should, because there's going to be instructions in here, and I'm curious if the instructions have anything. Oh, thank you. I opened the side with the instructions, so I don't have to, like, get into too much here. Oh, this is what I was wondering. So notice on the box, it didn't mention anything about it actually spinning. It didn't. It didn't say, hey, this thing spins. Look, I mean, let's, like, seriously. Seriously, it talks on the back. It goes over the flick feature. It shows how you assemble a different configuration. Nowhere on the back of this box, nowhere on the side of this box, nowhere on the front of this box, top, bottom, nowhere does it say that it spins. Until, look at that right there. What do you see? I see a spinning action. Right? Right? That's what it says. That's what it says it does. Okay. So. Good. I have 2 sets. So these are way different emitters. And each one is going to be electronic. Okay, get this. No kyber crystals. Look at that. No kyber. Are they the right way? They are. Oh, these are unique and weird pieces. So now they're both oriented the same way, but they're each different. And there's the lights up top. And there's the back. You can see the battery compartments up there, the screws on the top. One's got a hole for sound on this side here. The other one, is there a hole for sound anywhere? There's not. There's not, and that worries me a little bit. Look at the difference here. I guess I should put them the same way. One of them has this gray thing. The other one's got this big old hole. And so I believe they attach like so. Oh, this is going to be weird. This is going to be weird. Okay, so to make sure I have all my pieces, I've got 2, count them, 2 transparent blades, which we've seen before. I have 2 emitters, which are the same emitter. They're the same thing. 2 of those. Okay. I've got 2 of these extender pieces that extend out. Do they join? Do they? Okay. Okay, I like that. And then 2 more. So they go around the sabers like so, like meow. I think they're gonna go on like that. And so you guys get a better look. There you go. And I don't have to have them attached. I can pull them apart, and I can close that back in, or I can pull it back out. Okay, and there's 4 of those total. And then I've got my 2 mid pieces. And just to confirm, it doesn't give me a list. It doesn't tell me how many I'm supposed to have. Okay, I mean, I want you guys to see what I'm looking at here. Look at this. So it doesn't tell you how many of each piece. I mean, I guess it kind of does. It says one's connected, 2 are not, 2 emitters, 2 blades, and then 2 of the weird pieces. 6 AAA batteries, 3 in each side. And then we get into this piece. Look at this whole side. Shows you how to put the sleeves on. You can flip it 180 on the second pieces. There's one on 2 and 3. And then on 4 shows you where the buttons are. Only one of them has sound. The other one was only light up. So I was correct on that. When they did not have sound holes, that means that other one does not make sound. It just lights up. Interesting move. Number 6, how to attach the little circle parts. Number 7, maybe it makes different sounds when they're attached. That would be neat. I don't know. Can't tell for sure. Oh no, come back. Number 8, how to remove them. Number 9, how to twist apart. And then 11, how to remove. Okay. Basics. The basics on this thing. Whew. Okay. First and foremost, we need batteries. I got my batteries right here. I got a screwdriver right here, ready to go. Let's install some batteries real quick. I will be right back. Oh, real quick, as I'm doing these batteries, it's got one of the ribbons. So if you, like, they don't tell you this. And I've learned that not everybody even knows this. When it comes to these ribbons, it's there so that you can pull it and the batteries will pop out. Which means when you put your batteries in, you put them in over the ribbon. So I'm going to take this ribbon and I'm going to lay it across, right? I'm going to lay it across. I'm going to take battery number 1 and I'm going to put it in over the ribbon. So so if I wanted to pull this out, it would yank the battery out. Same thing on the second battery. I'm going to lay it across. I'm going to get my second battery. I'm going to lay it right in there, slide it in, and push that ribbon down. So it pulls it a little more. And so now I've got my ribbon behind the batteries. And same thing on the third one. I'm going to go in, over the ribbon, place that in there, looks good. And then I have less ribbon hanging out. See that? Less ribbon hanging out. And that's just going to get tucked inside when I screw the top back on. And so now, whenever I want to release these batteries, instead of dig in there where it's hard, I can just pull the ribbon, and the batteries will pop right out. So again, it's one of those things that, like, the instructions never teach you, and it's kind of common sense, but not everybody knows that, and not everybody puts that all together. So there you go. There's your lesson from dear old Dano today on how battery compartments work. I've done that in another video, and I do remember seeing the comments of people being like, oh, I had no idea what that ribbon was for. I just thought it was weird. Yeah, they don't tell you. They never tell you. Okay. Got my batteries in. Let's just give it a test. Okay, so no sound. Notice it just lit up. Turn it off. And it fade. Oh, don't notice that flicker. A little, it goes on slowly, and then it flickers out. See a little flicker? Okay, let's do the other side then. Ooh, new sound finally. I like that sound. Okay, and does it also flicker? A little bit of a flicker, but slow ignite kind of gradually comes on. And then a little bit of a flicker. I don't know if that was that really a flicker? Ooh, that one flickered as it came on. So is it different every time? No. This one does not flicker on the way out. This one does flicker on the way out. So it just turns on. Maybe it doesn't flicker. Maybe I'm seeing things here. Either way, let's put this all together. We've got, since the emitters are the same, it doesn't super matter. Let's take this, let's go this way. Oh, it's getting tall already, guys. It's getting... Oh, that counts. That counts. That makes it official. I totally dropped that on accident. Okay, check this out. Look what I'm seeing here. See this groove right here? See those little holes that I'm looking at? That's where that's where these come in. These grip onto that part, just like so. And I think when you twist it and get it, there you go. When you get it right, they lock into place. I dig it. I dig it. I like what I'm seeing here. I like what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's do the other side. Oh, yeah. And I can take these, snap them together. There's one configuration. Okay, let's just pull it out manually. Oh, they're shorter blades. They are much shorter blades. Okay, we need to get another one just for comparison's sake. I'll be right back with another blade. We can compare lengths. Okay. I got 2 more blades here. Let me see. Can I just pull this off? How does this come off? Oh, thank you. It does just snap right off. That makes life easy. Let me take this emitter piece off again. You push the little red buttons right here, and you twist, and it pops right out. It's pretty nice that it does it that way. Look at the size difference on these. So putting them both the same point on my knee, and we're talking a good 5 inches different. It's about 5 inches different. So it's a much shorter blade. This one is only 2 segments. Whoa, that was close. Well, the other blades are 3. So this is it. Just 1 segment. Boom. That's it. It's a much shorter blade. So if I wanted, I could use the larger one. I'm not going to for right now. I might in a minute, but we'll see. For right now, I just noticed it was short, and I wanted to show you guys what we're working with, because that's what you come here for. So, that said, let's put this all back on. Let's do it this way, I think. Methinks. Okay, that one's good, that one's good. And then let's take our other pieces, and believe those find the other grooves. Oh, yeah. Okay, wait, now does it... How does it spin? Somebody tell me how this thing spins. It showed that it spins. It doesn't. There's no way for it to actually spin. See, I'm upset now. in 2000, I want to say 2012 or so. Okay. Are they both on? They are both on. 2012 or so, there's a General Grievous lightsaber that came out, which is 2 lightsabers that connected together, has a ring. There's actually a ring and 2 lightsabers that attach to the ends of it, and you could spin. You could lock it in place, or you could spin it, and it was really... I have it. In fact, I'm going to go dig it out here in a minute. Really, really cool lightsaber. This is big, and it's like clunky. It's just not super loud. Like, I got to back up just to show you guys kind of what we're talking about here. Look at this thing. Look. Oh, I almost took out a droid there. This is big. It is pretty big, but they're not super bright. It's not a super bright lightsaber. In fact, let me turn off all the lights so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so it is still kind of bright because it's midday. I've got curtains closed. All the lights in my room are off, so it looks a little different in here than normal. But the it's a camera. It's designed to pick up light and bring it in. So I do want to show you just real quick this side. This is the light up side with electronics, or I'm sorry, with sound. So it does light up a little bit. It's honestly, it's pretty weak. Even with like all the lights off, it's still pretty weak. And that's one of the detriments of this line. And so again, we'll turn off this side and we'll turn it back on. It does light up a decent amount. And you can see, there you go, I'm shining it right in the camera. It does, see, look at the wall. Look at the wall behind me. It does shoot a light against the wall. That little like target back there, it's going on. And so, I mean, that's a thing, and both sides do that. Let me flip it and go to the other side and turn that on. So it's not on right now, but there you go. So you can see how it shines against the light behind me, or against a wall behind me. And that's fine. It just doesn't... This whole Lightsaber Forge line, the reason I call it a mid is because it's kind of weak. It doesn't really do any of that stuff. And so there's no way with the way this is made that you could like hold this and spin it. Hold it and spin it and actually get it to like twirl or do any of that stuff. But there's a General Grievous saber that could do it, and it's like 10 years old now. And they were able to do it 10 years ago, no problem. So what's up with today? Let me get the lights put back on. I'm going to go dig up that saber and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, real quick before I show you guys that General Grievous lightsaber, I did want to try this out with another set. So I got the Darth Maul set. You can see it's the Darth Maul pieces. But I'm using the emitters from this Inquisitor set on both ends because I wanted to see where the little grooves would line up that these rings go on, because they do go on the emitter. Now, the math doesn't work out. It's a little too long, and it should go down here, but it's because these two pieces, the mid pieces from the actual Inquisitor set, when put together, they are just not as long. Let me see if I can get them kind of lined up here. They're just not as long as the entire Maul set, as you can see here. There's a whole chunk missing as to how long it is. So just keep that in mind. You can use this. It will work at the top ones it locks in, because it locks in on at least one emitter. So I could put it here, or I could put it way down here, in which case this would shift down a couple inches and line up around there. So it is usable that way. You can use these pieces with other lightsabers, but you're going to want to use these emitters, because that way it'll at least lock in on one of them. So you can maybe use one emitter and then switch this one out because it doesn't matter, and use a different emitter altogether. So you can play with cool combos with this thing. It's just not... It's kind of weird. It's a weird set. It's a weird set. I like it. I think it's a cool set. But it's weird. It's just weird. And it's different. And you know what? That's not always a bad thing. So just to light it up and kind of let you know, there's the sound. It's kind of decent ignition sound. The sound on it's not bad. It's loud enough. It's just not bright enough. You can't even really tell it turned on. Could you tell it turned off? I can't. I could barely even tell. The light stinks on this thing. It's not good. But take a look at the Grievous. This is the originals from, I want to say 2012 is when this thing came. And look at the size difference. Big old size difference, right? Huge, giant thing. And I've got it in the configuration with these things not attached. One thing I failed to mention, because I honestly did not understand that this was the case, real quick before I get into the Grievous. These pieces, they fall out, and it does show they connect, right? So I can snap them together like so. And then I've got one full circle. This other piece does not do that. This is all one big piece. These are two pieces. So just something to keep in mind. You can't remove, like, these are attached together forever. this side. They look like they wouldn't be, but the one with these two the lines that are see-through, those are the ones that do come apart. And so if you wanted, you could just use one. So I can pry them apart again. There we go. So I could just use one of them. They'll snap back into place. I could remove one altogether. I could have my saber look like this. Kind of a weird move. But even if I wanted to remove these, I could just do it like this. I could be like, you know what? No, this is my style of saber, like this. And you could just hook the emitter up to any other saber and do that. In fact, you know, I'll do it afterwards. I do want to show you the Grievous thing real quick. You guys got to see what I'm talking about here. This is the superior version of the spinning saber. Again, much smaller. Now notice it's in this like locked position. There's this little slider on the back. So you can slide this thing and it loosens it. Oh yeah. And you notice what happened? Okay, I'm going to turn them off. So they're off now, right? The second I spin this, it triggers little lightsabers at the bottom. This is the best set. This is what they should have done, is reissued this. Because the second I twist this, they're both going to ignite. You ready for this? Oh my. And so if I wanted, I could spin this thing. It spins. This thing is amazing. Okay. And it only spins one way. So I could lock it, and then I can see if I can put it back the way it should be. Go back. And now it's locked, and it doesn't do that. Okay, cool, right? Turn them off. Now get this. The second I release them, they make a noise. But again, I can hit that button if I want. So I can use them just as their own sabers. And they make a slightly different sound. They clash. They've got a little bit of motion. I can use it as just one if I want. I could take this and just have one thing that spins and just does whatever. Like this, I can't stress how much cooler this set is than anything else they put out in decades. Well, a decade, roughly. Alright, so there you go. That's good. Now if I want, I can just remove this one. There's a little button on the back. I can just twist that out. And it does stay lit. So it is lit. There's no sound in the center. I've got two different lightsabers. And again, these are short sabers also. These are also very short lightsabers. Similar, I can pop that out a little bit more. Similar to the other ones. But notice the bottoms are different. So if I wanted, I could take these two, I could get them, and I could attach them to each other. There we go. And now I've got just one double-bladed lightsaber, one blue, one green. In this set, I want to say it cost like 25 bucks initially, something like that. And it's so good. It's so good. It's the best original... Oh, stop. Stop. It's so good. I love this. It's going to go off again the second I screw it in. So the second it goes in, it's going to hit that little button on the bottom. Yep, and it turns it on. And then same with this one. This one's got a different... Oh, I already hit the button. That's fine. Turn it off. But do you notice how much brighter that is? On camera, it just shows up so well. It sounds good. It looks good. So knowing that that exists and I have it, and then coming to this thing, I gotta be honest, for 70 bucks, 66 plus tax, I'm a little disappointed with this. Just got it, like, for perspective, because I have that other one and know how good it could get. This one seems weak in comparison. Now you can't live like that. I can't live like... You can't be like, oh, well, I'm going to only compare this to things from 10 billion years ago. Because you can't just find that one anymore. It might be on eBay if you're lucky. I think I got it on clearance at Walmart in 2012 for like 20 bucks. And I remember seeing it in clearance being like, oh, that looks cool. Clone Wars, Grievous style saber. Doesn't look like his saber or whatever, but like, it's a cool toy. And that was before Rebels. That was before Inquisitors with spinning sabers. And I like to think that is what inspired the spinning sabers on Rebels, which is why now we have Inquisitors and Obi-Wan that have this kind of thing. So it's all come full circle. That's why I wanted to show that toy off. But this thing is... It's pretty cool for what it is. It's just 70 bucks is steep. Especially knowing what I got for so much less. Now, I do want to try a couple things here. Just to show that I could. So I'm going to take that one off, and I'm going to use full-length blades on both. Because why not? Let's take these little short blades, that it came with, and let's chuck them. Get out of here. We're going to use full-length blades. It's official. It's official. I mean, I knew that was going to happen. It's already official, but still. But still. Okay, full-length blade does work. Now what happened to my piece? Got it. I got it. Okay. You go in here. You slide back on. Okay, so now we're talking big, huge lightsaber. You can kind of tell that it lit up. You see it turn up over my shoulder? Turned on. And now it's turned off. Let's see if I point. Yeah, it just does not want to carry light very well. It's upsetting. It's a little upsetting. A little upsetting. But can I get this thing to lock in? There we go. I can just do a half. If I want, I can just do half. Okay, now this is the thing I want to do because I don't know who else here on YouTube is going to be reviewing this, is going to do it. I showed you can use the long blades, right? Cool, you can do that. But I think I'm going to be the first on here to maybe attempt this feat. Get ready for this. We're going to go double dark saber. Double dark saber Inquisitor, because why the heck not? Of course, I've got my electronic dark saber here. Turn that off. Let's take our blade out. So, you know, if I wanted, I could even keep the darksaber blade part and use it. Why would I do that? Why would I want to use the ring pieces. That's why we're here, right? It's for those ring pieces. Make sure I kind of align this correctly so it's in there good. Let's take this, snap that down. I've got another one right here. Take that, kind of find its spot. Good. Okay. Now, how do these light up? That actually does not look bad. It don't look great. But so now it's off, and now it's back on, the one over my shoulder. You can barely see it. But because I'm using these emitters, I can take this. Let's find the right area for this to settle in nicely. Maybe. There we go. Okay. And we take this one and we put it the opposite way. And there we go. I've got a double darksaber. Probably the only one here on YouTube so far. And there you have it. The Inquisitor, the Master, what is this called? The Master Inquisitor Master Set or something like that. The price on this makes it hard for me to give it a rad. Is it cool? Is it a neat addition to Lightsaber Forge lineup? Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. But is it worth almost 70 bucks? I don't think so. I think it's way overpriced. I think it's way, way overpriced for what you get. I think 50 would be steep, considering you can get an electronic saber in the same line for, what, 27? 27, maybe a little bit less if you find them on clearance, because I know some of them have dropped. And a plain non-electronic lightsaber is 14 bucks. You're getting two electronic, technically. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like the price. I think the price is way too steep. So maybe hold out for Christmas time and see if the price drops at all? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. This is an interesting thing, though. I can take two of these, and do I have any like end caps nearby that I can try to use on this? Or can I use another emitter? I can use another emitter. That's an interesting development. Okay. So if I wanted, I could check out that darksaber. That's kind of funky looking. Right? Something a little different. A little different. It's just basically a emitter instead of an end cap. I could put a blade on that if I wanted. I don't know why I would want to do something like that. But let's experiment a little bit more before I end this video. So again, I have not given it an official rating of rad or sad yet. If I had to pick one, if I only had one to pick. Oh wow. Okay, so that fits. And that still lights up non-electronic. And this one is non-electronics, or sorry, no sound on this end, but it does still light up. So I can hook up different cool combinations like that. The pieces are unique. I'm having fun with it. It's different. You get a lot of combinations. I gotta rate it rad. Just barely, though. Knock myself in the face. Just barely rad. My suggestion is hold out for a sale. Hold out for a sale. You can probably get a way better deal on this thing. If you don't need it right away when it comes out, don't get it yet. But get it eventually when the price drops. That's my recommendation for this. Guys, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of this Inquisitor Master set with these cool rings? Even though it doesn't spin, could have swore these directions made it looks like it spins. What do you think about that? Is that implying that it spins? To me, it looks like it does. There's nothing in the words that says it does. It's just showing an arm twisting, so you can pull it in your arm and do this. That's it. I'm a little disappointed with that. I feel like that's a smidge misleading, just a smidge. But overall, I still give this whole set a rad. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And check out this video because YouTube thinks you like it. And you know what? I think you'll like it too. So until next time, don't be a move milker. Be the spark.